Okay, Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh dan selamat sejahtera. So, hari ini kita akan masuk topik 1.3 1.3 Information Coding Scheme. So, topik 1.3 ni, okay, dia very similar to topik 1.2. Okay, 1.2 kita dah belajar numbering system. And then numbering system is storing data in the computer, how the computer store the data in the computer. The data such as audio, text, video, image and etc. So hari ini kita akan discuss what is the information coding schemes. Okay, information coding scheme for your informations. Dia juga how computer store the data. Okay, the data tapi data tu lain. It's not bukan data yang audio, video dan sebagainya. Okay, nanti kita akan tengok apa benda ya. Okay, at the end of this lesson, you should be able to describe how computer encode characters. How computer encode characters by using ASCII system, EBCDIC system and Unicode system. There is a true system. There's a three system in the coding schemes that use for the computer to storing the character. Storing for the characters. Coding scheme is used to store characters. Kalau numbering system is used to store the data such as audio, video, image, applications, software dan sebagainya. Okay, this is different between coding scheme dan juga numbering system. And B, calculate the total numbers of bits or bytes in the given word based on each coding scheme. Differentiate the coding system based on number of bits and total numbers of characters represented. Okay, what is the coding system? Coding system is a system that represent numeric, alphabet and special characters in computer's internal storage. Okay, kita nak bezakan antara coding system dan juga what is different between coding system dan juga numbering system. Okay. Okay, numbering system is a system that a computer used to represent data. Okay, the computer use numbering system to represent data. The data such as audio, video, text, applications, software, image, etc. So this is how computer storing the data into the computer by using numbering system. While coding system is used to represent languages, text, font, alphabets, and characters in computer storage. So this is a difference between numbering system and coding system. Okay, coding system dia akan menyimpan language. So kita akan menyimpan language. Okay, kalau kamu lihat dalam komputer dia ada English. Okay, English dia guna apa? Dia guna alphabets. Okay, kemudian dia ada and also Melayu. And also Malay. Okay, so dia menggunakan alphabets A until Z, alphabets according to A until Z, 1 until 10. This is alphabets. And also special characters such as comma, double quote, question mark, etc. lah. Okay. Then dalam coding scheme juga, in the computer juga dia ada store another languages. Another languages. Bukan saja English or Malay, bukan saja alphabets, tapi another languages such as Chinese, Tamil, so Arabic, Japanese, and Taiwanese, and etc. Dan macam-macam lagi. Semua bahasa yang ada di dunia ni komputer boleh store. Dengan menggunakan apa dia store? Dengan menggunakan coding system. Inilah fungsi coding system. Penggunaan dia lebih terhad kepada languages saja. Tapi untuk numbering system, penggunaan dia lebih luas. It can convert audio, video, text, applications, drivers, software. Semua tu dia akan store di dalam internal storage by using numbering system. Only 1 and 0. Okay. Itu adalah introduction for coding system. Okay. Okay. What is an advantage of coding scheme? The first one is enable human to interact with digital computers that process only bits. So dalam komputer dia hanya menggunakan 0 and 1. So we as a users of computers, kita tidak faham bahasa komputer, natural computer kita tak faham. Okay, bahasa natural computers is 0 and 1, 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. That is the natural language of computer. So kita tak faham apa benda 0, 0, 1. So that dia menggunakan coding scheme untuk kita berinteraksi dengan computers. Okay, coding scheme is a converter lah lebih kurang. It's a converter from computer language to the human language. Dia akan tukar. Enable components in computers to communicate with each other success. So kita ada printer, we have a barcode reader, we have monitor, we have a network interface card. So semua tu akan di-attach ke komputer, dan before computer use that all kind of devices, so dia kena ada interface. So apa interface dia? Interface dia adalah coding scheme. Okay, coding schemes is used to communicate from computer to another hardware. Then enable manufacturers to produce a component that will operate correctly in a computer. Okay, there is three coding schemes. Three coding scheme represent characters in the computer. Okay, dia akan, kalau kamu tengok sini akan represent characters. Represent characters mean represent language. Okay, dia akan represent languages. So ada banyak languages yang ada di dunia ni. Kalau kamu buka komputer kamu, kamu ada macam mana komputer boleh convert. Okay, dekat Google Translate kan, dekat Google Translate tu, bagaimana komputer boleh convert from Malay to English. Okay, from English to Chinese, from one language convert to another languages. So ini adalah disebabkan oleh adanya coding scheme. Okay, itu semua adalah coding scheme ni represent the characters. Okay, the first type is American Standard Code for Information Interchange, which is we call it as a ASCII. Okay, ASCII, ASCII, ASCII. The second one is Standard Binary Code, Decimal Interchange Code, or pronounce it as EBCDIC. And the last one is Unique, Universal, and Uniform Characters Encoding. Call it as a Unicode. Okay, so kita ada tiga, ASCII, EBCDIC, and Unicode. So kamu kena ingat lah. Okay, what is an ASCII? ASCII is a 8-bit coding scheme. 8-bit coding scheme. When we talk about the 8-bit, so maksud dia ada 8 place value. Dengar Kalau dia 8-bit coding scheme, so bermaksud dia mempunyai 8 place value. Start from 0 and from 7. Okay, so ada 8. Dia ada 8. Okay, kita akan buat 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is 8-bit. 8 bits Okay, design to represent English alphabet and some special symbols. So dia hanya design untuk English alphabet sahaja. Okay, contoh English alphabets A to Z. Okay, A to Z, 1 until 10. And some special symbols such as mathematical symbols. Okay, mathematical symbols, comma, question mark, slash, and etc. Simbol yang kamu selalu jumpa dekat keyboard. Okay, use 8-bit to represent characters. Baik, yang ini saya nak jelaskan. Listen carefully. Okay, use 8 bits to represent a character. Apa maksud dia? Represent a character. Contoh, character A. Okay, in real world, human can understand the symbol of A. A is a A. B is a B. Okay, but in computer, no. In computer, they not recognize A, they not recognize B. So, dia kena convert kepada bahasa dia. So, dia akan tukar menjadi apa? Okay, these characters will change to combinations 1s and 0 within 8 bits. Okay, contoh. For character A, dia akan convert kepada 8-bit characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 for character A. As well as character B. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. As well as number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So dia represent 8 bits in the computer. One character represent 8 bits in the computer. Okay. For example A. Let's say A combinations 1 and 0 for the coding scheme. Suggest 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0. For example. This is example. Okay. So this code 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 0, 0 is represent A. This is for example. Okay, B 1, 0, 0, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, for example, is represent B. And number 2, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 1, 0 is represent number 2. Okay, so all the combinations 1 and 0 ada maksud dia. Okay, dan dia represent as a apa yang kita faham. Represent as a our languages. Okay, 1 and 0. Baik. Ada berapa jika ada 8 bits, okay, jika ada 8 bits untuk to represent one characters. So ada berapa characters yang dia boleh present? Okay. For calculate, untuk mengira how many characters yang dia boleh present dalam jumlah bits yang diberikan. Okay, for example 8 bits. Okay, 8 bits. will have 2 power of 8 characters. Okay, which is 2 power of 8 is 256 characters. Maksud dia apa? Maksud dia hanya ada 256 characters yang boleh disimpan jika sistem tersebut adalah 8 bits. Okey. Contoh karakter yang pertama. Okey. Karakter yang pertama, karakter kedua, karakter ketiga sampailah karakter yang ke 256. Okey, karakter yang pertama of course ini adalah combinations 8 bit juga, 8 bit 1 2 3 4 5 8. Tapi the first characters is a 000000. That is the first character. Okay. Maybe dia mewakili, maybe 000 is represent number 0. Maybe, siapa tahu, saya pun tak tahu. Okay. And the second characters represent also 8 bits. 1 2 3 4 5. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Tersalah pula atas ni. Okey, salah ini bukannya 8. Actually 6 pula saya buat. Okey. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okey, 8 0 0 start from 0 0. Okay, maybe it represent 0, number 0. And then the second one, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. 0 0 0 0 0 0 0 1. Okay, so maybe dia represent as a number 1. And the third combinations, okay, third combination is also 8. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Maybe dia represent number 2. Sampailah dia 256, which is all all numbers in the digit is 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. All the numbers in the digit is combination ones. 1 je tinggal 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Habis. That is a maximum number. That's the maximum numbers. 1 1 1 1 1 is the maximum numbers. 0 0 0 0 is the minimum numbers. Okay. So, dalam ASCII, dia ada hanya 256 characters. Hanya ada 250-an characters saja. Apa itu characters dia? Characters dia adalah, kamu boleh nampak characters dia di dalam keyboard. Okay. Kamu boleh tengok dia di keyboard komputer kamu. 256. Dia tidak ada 257. Tak boleh 257 sebab 8 characters, 8 characters can only represent 256 characters. Sorry, 8 bits can only represent maximum 256 characters. Because dia 8 characters, 8 bits. Bagaimana kalau kita nak lebih? Bagaimana kalau kita nak lebih? Katalah tak cukup ni 256 tak cukup. Kita nak lebih. And then kita upkan bits dia. Upkan bits. Maybe 9 bits. Kalau 9 bits, that means dia ada 2 power of 9 characters. Start from 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 9 place value. And then end with berapa? 2 power of 9. Kira lah. Okay, 2 power of 9. Okay. This is ASCII ya. This is ASCII. Okay, now going to ABCDIC. Alright. Okay, before ASCII normally used on the computer and operating system. Okay, dia banyak, tapi more specific dia berada di microcomputer lah. Okay, ASCII is used on the microcomputer and mini computer. Okay, used on micro and mini computer. Okay, micro and mini computers. Okay, now going to the EBCDIC, the second one. Okay, EBCDIC also using 8-bit coding scheme. Oh, kita banyak beza lah 8-bit coding scheme. So, mesti dia ada from 1, 2, 3 until 256 characters. Okay, ada characters. Designed to represent English alphabet, sama juga, and some special symbol. 8-bit characters, and then 1 and 0. So that they can make either one or two values, 0 or 1. It can make 2 power of 8 different combinations of 8 code or 256 different characters. 256 different characters. So dia ada start from 0, 1, 2, 3 until 10, dan juga another characters. So dia ada hanya 256 sahaja. Sama juga macam ASCII. Sama juga macam ASCII. Okay, so dia ada 256 karakter sahaja yang disimpan di dalam sistem. Okay, EBCDIC is specifically designed for mainframe. This is for mainframe and server. Okay, mainframe dan juga servers. So kalau ASCII tadi apa? Micro computer and mini computer. While EBCDIC is used on the mainframe computers and servers. Okay, so dia masih lagi sama macam ASCII. So dia ada 1 dan 8 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So ada 8 bits, 8 bits to represent one characters. Okay, to represent one characters. So jika ada 8 bits, so maknanya 2 power of 8. 2 power of 8 characters. That is 256 characters. 256 huruf. 256 termasuklah huruf, nombor dan simbol. Okay, dia hanya boleh simpan 256 saja. Itu saja. Saya harap awak faham sebab kita akan pergi lebih jauh lagi daripada ni nanti. Okay. ASCII and EBCDIC. Done. Okay, Unicode. Unicode, they use a 16-bit coding scheme. Imagine if you use 16 bits. So maksud dia, use 16 bits to represent characters. 16 bit to represent characters. So maksud dia terlalu banyak. Ada berapa characters yang dia boleh simpan kalau 16 bits ni. Tadi kalau 8 bits, dia hanya boleh simpan 2 power of 8 characters. Huruf, nombor dan symbols dia hanya boleh 256 sahaja. Okay, dia simpan. Tapi kalau 16 bits, dia boleh berapa? Dia boleh characters, dia boleh capable to represent 2 power of 16. Tengok sini, 2 power of 16 or 65,000 different characters. Nampak? So dia boleh simpan 65,000 characters. Sebab dia mempunyai bits yang banyak. Bits yang banyak akan menghasilkan banyak characters. Banyak combinations zeros and one. Contoh, we know that Unicode is 16 bits. So it can store 2 power of 16 characters. So it can store or it can represent 2 power of 16 characters. So 2 power of 16 characters is 65,536 characters. So banyak 65,000. Kalau huruf ada berapa? Huruf ABC ada berapa? 25. Nombor ada berapa? Nombor 1 sampai From 0 to 9 is ada 10. Baru 35 simbol-simbol lagi. Dan apa yang banyak sangat ni? Inilah yang dikatakan dia akan menyimpan another languages punya huruf. Dia akan simpan Arabic punya huruf. Bukan hanya menyimpan A until Z, 0 until 9, no. Dia juga akan menyimpan Arabic punya huruf. Korean punya huruf. Okay, Korean punya characters. Chinese punya characters. Taiwanese punya characters. And other all over the world punya characters dia akan simpan dalam komputer. Okay, sebab itulah kalau kamu tengok Google Translate, kamu translate bahasa Inggeris boleh pergi ke Rusia. Bahasa Inggeris boleh pergi ke Jepun. Melayu boleh pergi ke Mexican. Melayu boleh pergi ke Chinese. Chinese boleh convert kepada Melayu. Sebab dia menggunakan Unicode. Unicode sudah menyimpan huruf-huruf itu di dalam komputer. Berbanding dengan ABCDIC dan ASCII, dia hanya menyimpan A until Z sahaja. Okey, mana yang bagus? ASCII, ABCDIC ataupun Unicode? Okay, of course Unicode lah. Okay, sebab Unicode dia boleh digunakan the worldwide. Okay, kalau kita nak develop website, lebih baik kita gunakan Unicode rather than ASCII atau ABCDIC. Sebab orang luar nanti boleh convert, boleh translate. Okay. So, situasi dia macam mana situasi dia? Okay, 65,536. So, maksud dia untuk combination yang pertama. Combination yang pertama ialah ada 16 bits. Dia ada 65,000. Saya akan tulis 65,000. 2, 3 combinations. Sampailah bla 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 bla. 36,536. Betul ke ni? 36. Okay. So dia ada 1, 2, 3, 65,000 combinations, ones and zero. Combination 1 and 0. So ada berapa bits di sini? Ada 16 bits. So kita buat 16 bit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, 16. And then di sini pun ada 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay, kita ambil yang terakhir sekali. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Terus 16. Okay, so the first numbers in the Unicode, of course, that will be the combinations of zeros only. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Cukup tak 16? 16, satu lagi. 16. Okay, this is the first numbers. Yang paling kecil. Yang paling kecil is 0, 0, 0, 0. Yang paling kecil. Kita tak tahu apa maksud dia tu. Okay, kita hai semua, kita tak tahu apa dia punya makna. Hanya komputer saja yang tahu. Kalau you nak tahu, you kena masukkan yang 0, 0 and then keluarkan. Come out with the result dia. Okay, the second one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. That's the second numbers in the Unicode. So the last one is 1. Dan seterusnya. Dan apabila sampai yang terakhir, okay, sampai nombor yang terakhir, the last numbers, the combinations 1 and 0 dia berubah. Okay, so dia akan menjadi, the last one is the maximum number. Okay, the last combination is the maximum number. Okay, so maximum number is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So this is the maximum numbers in the Unicode. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So dia ada 16 place value. And the minimum numbers in Unicode is 0000. So dia ada 16 place value. Macam tu juga dengan AppSedic. Okay, the first one is the 00000000, followed by 00000001, followed by 00000011, until 256 is 1111111. So this is maximum value. So this is the minimum value for the 8 bits. Okay. Okay. That's why kita akan gunakan Unicode dalam komputer kita. Okay. Dalam komputer dia ada Unicode. Sebab apa? Sebab kita as a end users, kita tak perlukan server, kita tak perlukan mainframe, kita tak perlukan microkomputer, dan kita perlukan komputer sahaja untuk buat kerja. Okay, untuk buat assignment, type assignment, do homework dan sebagainya. And then kita hanya menggunakan komputer saja, dan komputer kita adalah Unicode. Okay, Unicode. Okay, next. So this is an example of the difference between ASCII, AppSedic and Unicode. Okay, characters 0. See, character 0 is not necessary 0000. Sebab kita tak tahu kan, kita tak tahu. So maybe the combination 1 and 0, mesti ada 1, mesti ada 0 kat situ. Combination 0. Okay, so this is the ASCII code. Okay, this ASCII code, the code is 0011. Okay, view sikit. Okay, the code 001100 is represent number 0. Ataupun kamu boleh sebut dia sebagai store. Okay, store. And then AppSedic number also 8 bit, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 8 bits, 1 1 1 0 0 0 also represent 0. And Unicode 0030 30. So ni dalam bentuk hexa. Okay, dia dalam bentuk hexa. And then also represent 0. And so on. Okay, actually kalau kita convert kepada binary, it will be 16 bits. Okay, it will be 16 bits. Okay, next. Okay, habis tu saja untuk kita punya coding scheme hari ni. So this is a part 1. Okay, this is part 1. So kita ada part number 2. Okay, part number 2 is about calculate the storage capacity by using coding scheme. Okay, that's all for today. Thank you. Jangan lupa pergi pada part 2.